The next theme is how to modernize Indian railways by using best-in-class technology. And may I invite Sri Barry George to kindly make the presentation.
Respected MR sir, MOSR, Chairman Railway Board and members of the Railway Board, my seniors and colleagues. It's Beji George, so she spelled it wrong, but that's fair. The idea is what we have discussed and we want to present is the idea is how to optimize the network of Indian Railways to develop a tool which would be able to predict the congestion on the network and also optimize the network. This is something which we have been thinking of for quite some time. We've always wanted a tool which would not only help to predict but also show us visually on a map, on a GIS map, the layout of the entire Indian railways and then and the congestion and the optimization factors. The problem statement is what we have been discussing over the last couple of days. We have congested routes. We have difficulty in introducing new trains, and there is a need for improving the service levels. Also, we have to reduce cost with regard to our operations. We have to run our assets efficiently so that the cost of operations get reduced. Further, we need a tool which would also help us in prioritizing our capacity projects, be it short-term projects such as IBSs or loop lines or new block stations, or it could be a long-term investment projects such as a doubling projects or a triple line or a quadrupling. All these projects, when we want to invest, we need a technique by which we can prioritize them and also look at where all do we need to add value, where all do we need to add capacity so that the entire network can be optimally used. At this juncture, in the Indian Railways, we have a large amount of operations data. We have data from FOIS, we have data from control office application, we have data from ICMS, we have digital data from crew management system. But we don't have a tool which could integrate this data and be able to help the managers take a better decision with regard to the operations. We are looking at this particular tool. The idea is to look at big data analytics. We want to look at both structured and unstructured data and then look at the congestion. We want to look at the OR tools which are available around the world. We want to look at the best OR techniques which are available and then take them into this tool and then develop this tool. We also want to project the congestion onto a GIS map of the Indian Railways. Till recently, we thought this was not easily possible, but with the help of ISRO has now developed the Bhuvan map, and they have also given the access to the Indian Railways. They have built a rail layer, digital rail layer on the Bhuvan map. We need to do some more modifications in that map to include the railway stations, the station layer, and then to add some of the networks which are missing. We have just got it about a month back. We have been working on that. The milestones which we have kept for this project is that initially we have to have float a EOI, then look at the tender, then work with whoever is the tenderer who gets the bid, and then work with him on a particular pilot corridor, look at how the tool works on that corridor, and then implement it across the Indian Railways. This would have some gestation time. It would take around 4 years, 4.5 years for this to fructify. The working on the initial project would take some time. The revenues, the capex would be around 130, 140 crore with operational costs with regard to the assets which we have taken, which could be the software and the hardware for the project. The licensing for these products which we take would be the cost, and the manpower cost would be the operational cost. The capex would be for the bidder to work on a fixed corridor, on a particular corridor initially. That would be the capex for him to work on that, to develop and customize it for our requirements. The break-even, we say that it could be achieved in 5 years and 5 months' time. The impact of the solution can be really thought of. I just want to show what has been done. there's no direct connection to the internet here, I guess, but then I've just put on the possibility is there for all of us to just see. This is a map which we could finally do it just 3 days back. This is the mapping interface. This is the now digital map of the Indian Railways. I've just looked at the freight trains. This is now, this is just a view which tells me all the trains which are currently running. These are all live maps based on current data. Of course, this is a snapshot which has been brought only for this purpose, but we can see this on the map right now. We are at that particular level of, we have been able to do that. This shows only the trains which are there from EC railway going to the other zones by railways. The green is the loaded and the empties are the red ones. This is the detail of the view of the map. These are the station layer which could be put just a few days back. The stations are now there and the trains in between the stations can also be seen. So this is the possibility which we are looking at, and these are the few more screens. Thank you so much. So this is our idea is to develop a tool which would help in congestion prediction and to help in optimization of the network. Thank you so much.